Hi guys, this is Namcraft and welcome to another season of Starcraft English commentary. We're going to continue on with the series between Flash and Bisu on the map Citadel. This is going to be the second set in the series, the previous game. If you haven't watched it on my YouTube channel, please go ahead and check it out. Set 1 Citadel Flash vs Bisu was epic. Awesome, very sumptuous meal for the eyes, feast for everyone who's hungry for StarCraft content out there. My name is Namcraft. Welcome to the channel, welcome to Brood War, and welcome to the lamest video game that still existed in the 21st century, because who the heck plays StarCraft Brood War anymore, right? If you play StarCraft 2, it might be understandable, but why StarCraft 1? I mean, what is so interesting about this game that is played, by 40-year-old men? 40-year-old virgins, just kidding. Some of those, guys have kids and wives nowadays, so they're not virgins anymore. They used to be virgins. Because Bisu has always been a virgin and will always be my virgin. Yeah, that's right. I don't think Bisu has ever got a girlfriend. I mean, he's like one of those K-pop star who is not allowed to date. Like, his management company is gonna completely destroy him if they catches him dating some girls. Yeah, anyways, the map is Citadel of Adun. Once again, I remind you, here is the map artifact with Flash spawning at the bottom left of the screen in the teal or green color, whatever you call it, and Bisu spawning at the top right of the screen into the orange or yellow color, whatever you call it. Early scout coming out for both the players. They're not going to be able to find each other right away, so let me take this occasion to show you the elo scores. That's right, Flash is Bisu is kind of up there. He's been doing very well in StarCraft, and he's ranked in the top 10, so that's good for him. Of course, Flash is not in the elo ranking, so that is something that will we would like to discover a little bit later. Anyways, looks like this probe comes in and sees the scouting information. Let's check for the other guy. Where is he going? Going to? Looks like he's going to be heading towards the other side of the map. So let me take the chance to show you once again the map stats. If you don't already know it, PVT or TvP rather on this map. So Terran has got 56.7% win rate against Protoss. Okay, this map is Terran flavored. I thought it was Protoss flavored. I made a mistake. So blue means that is Terran win rate, right? Yeah. So Terran versus Protoss on this map is around 56-57%. So that is what we have here. The first Xenos starts to move out. And let's see whether Bisu is gonna be able to do some kind of damages. 2 Marines are waiting to greet him. Nexus and bunker, command center goes down. The Xenot gets chased back. Around 50% of the health has been, destroyed. We're gonna be having what here? There's gonna be a core in the corner as indicated by the bottom, top left of the screen. The Xenot hangs out here. There's gonna be a bunker going up. So it looks like, Flash is not going to take any chances. Although, with this kind of scenarios, I'd rather see Flash not go for the bunker. He's going to be just fine with 3 Marines, because he knows his enemy's Dragoon has not been produced. So the only thing that is out there on the map is a single Zealot, and 3 Marine is more than enough to kind of deal with it. But it looks like, Flash is going to be completely safe here. Okay, that is going to be a second Zealot coming out here, and then Robo. So Robo before core upgrade is gonna be what Bisu goes for, and Flash is gonna be going for factory, right? Factory out of a single command center. Okay, and the second command center is completing now, and SV is getting transferred. So it looks like Bisu's probes are getting transferred slightly earlier compared to Flash's SV. Not much difference here. The first Dragoon comes out. We're gonna be having just 3 Marines inside the bunker, not more. SCV is mining furiously from the first base. Looks like Bisu want to try to poke at this base a little bit, but it's not going to be easy. Now, this set is going to be played with cross-mining positions. So which base would it be, advisable for Bisu to take? I don't think he would take this base anymore. I think it's going to be, because he also want to have his third gas, but I don't know. I think in TvP, usually Protoss don't care so much about the third gas, right? They just want to have a base that is secured. Doesn't have any kind of chances of of vulture harassments and stuff like that. So maybe the 12 o'clock and the 3 o'clock bases would be a little bit more desirable for Bisu. He looks like the Dragoon pokes a little bit at this bunker. Dragoon range is only about halfway done. We already have the robotic support bay, about 80% that enters the shadow, almost completed. So it's gonna be 2 Zenlord Reaver drop here. And Flash's playing style is purely freaking goddamn tanks. I mean, we've seen him play Protons a couple of times. There's his first game against Rangy, aka Highway, Joker tier Protons player. I mean, he's ranked something like 5 or 6 on Laddernet. But anyways, Dragoon's gonna get pushed back. Of course, both players have maximum APM possible, 400, very, very high APM. So Bisu's not gonna miss a beat, and Flash doesn't have a chance to do any kind of permanent damage on that Dragoon. But what I was gonna say, like, Flash's build is 0 vultures. He doesn't like to go for fast vultures in the beginning of the game. He likes to have very, very solid army with tanks, slow, methodical movement. And this, I think, is something that other Protons players can kind of exploit. I think Flash is, giving it too, showing off his playing style too easily here. All right, we're going to be having fast tanks, what is that thing called? Siege mode. And then, also the armory is upgrading. And the Chariot booster for the Goliaths. Okay, so this is very defensive build here from Flash. You want to make sure that he's covering against, possible drops. And Bisu's going to come out because, you know what? Flash knows that Dragoon range is being delayed. So what are the chances, right? Very, very sneaky early third base or fast Reaver. And it's going to be fast Reaver. Flash seizes it with this floating barracks, and he comes in. There's going to be a single Zenlord. The Goliath focus attention on the Shadow. The Shadow survives though. There's another Goliath in the back, but that Shadow is not dead. These 2 Goliaths going to try to pinch down that Shadow, and very good for Bisu to do some damage, but Flash pulls back. Not a single Goliath dies after the initial one. So just a bit of lost mining time, but the good thing for Bisu is that he keeps his Shadow. I mean, that's a consolation prize because losing 2 Zenlord and a Reaver is not good, right? So anyways, Robotic is upgrading Gravitic Drive. Wow, what a name, Gravitic. Gravitic, it sounds like Ivan Rakitic, right? So Gravitic, Ivan Gravitic. It's gonna be the upgrades that Bisu is gonna be going for. What is this? Forge, triple gateway, and another Shadow and another Reaver. So it's gonna be going for double Reavers. Very, very nice scan from Flash to check what the main, how many gateway do you have, and that's it. And he sees that there's gonna be another Shadow that comes out. Observer is in the right place to see, and Flash is using the same build as the previous game. Just sit at home with some tanks and then go for a third base. But there's a small deviation in Flash's strategy, which is that he's going for Goliath more than Engineering Bay, which would give him a nice ground army to work with as well, in case he decides to move out. But anyways, looks like Bisu is going to take another expansion. Flash is going to float his command center. Observer sees the situation. Can Flash snipe this Observer? Does he know about it? That's going to be the question. We're going to be seeing some turrets coming up because Flash is expecting double Shadow drop, and all for good reasons. Where are those Shadows? One is here, another one is here, so we're going to be having a single Shadow. Okay, a third Shadow is being made, man, so that is going to look scary a little bit here. Goliath start to push out, and for the time being, looks like Flash is allowed to expand. This Observer is well placed, and yeah, for the time being, looks like we're going to be having a small stalemate situation between these 2 players. None of them are going to take any kind of drastic measures. Flash is going to be around 30 supply less than his enemy as usual. What kind of upgrades do we have? Just +1 right now for Flash. Why do you go for +1 if you're playing very defensively? I don't understand. Anyways, nice scan to snipe the Observer, and yeah, Beast was... Oh, wow. Wow, the Observer lives. The Observer lives, guys. That's hilarious. But the Goliath's gonna arrive now. Observer's gonna run towards the other side. And indeed, that Observer dies. But wow, at the last minute, Zenlord start to come out. Goliath's in the wrong place at the wrong time. The tank is almost dead. The tank dies, and with it, a couple of SCVs. And that was a mistake to try to hunt down that Observer. That Observer bought so much time for Bisu. And now it seems like Bisu's gonna back up a little bit with his Shadow. His 4 base economy is booming. It's ridiculously booming, and he's got once again a 35 supply lead. Flash is playing too slow and predictable, I would say. Alright, we're gonna be having more factories going up. Let's count the factories. 3 existing factories and 3 more for a total of 6. Okay, another one for a total of 7. And Bisu is gonna take another base, which is nice. What is Flash up to? He's just gonna, yeah, he's just playing like it's 2005. He sits around with some tanks, you know, and just wait for his upgrades to kick in. Make sure that he's doesn't have any kind of broken defensive systems or anything like that. But now he senses danger from the triple shuttle. He need to, oh, sorry about that. He need to kind of get ready for defensive formation. There's gonna be some turrets in these areas. And where is very nice scan from Flash to see that the quad triple shuttle is flying in. Wow, tanks, Goliath, everything is returning. Is it gonna be crazy action or what? The shuttle flies in right now. And there's gonna be a couple of turrets to greet it. He goes all the way towards the end. One of the shuttle is sniped. Is there gonna be enough forces to do any kind of damage? There's some Reavers, some Zealot, and the Reaver does some good shot to destroy one tank. That other Reaver in the back is gonna do some more shot. Okay, double Reaver still alive, and it's gonna be able to do one last shot. At least these turret line get destroyed nicely. So looks like Bisu's lost a lot of supply in that attack, but he's able to clear out a lot of nice infrastructure and take with it some units. So maybe that's not too bad. Bisu is ahead by about 40 supply. How do I turn off this map? Is it Alt I? Yeah, that it is Alt I. Yes, boy, it is for you guys in case you want to see what's happening in the bottom side of the map. And once again, this command center goes up. And yeah, so Flash is using the same build. Bisu is doing the same build as the previous game. The question is, where are gonna be the carriers, right? Are we gonna be having carriers? Zealot leg completes, and looks like Bisu comes out. He will need to take control of these areas so that his new base doesn't get smacked down with his vultures. And Flash doesn't go around and plant mines. I mean, a player like Light or Sharp during this time would go around, plant a mine here, plant a mine here, put a vulture on this high ground, just prevents easy expansion from Bisu. But Flash doesn't do that. He likes to sit around and do nothing, which is typical of what I remember of him in the old days. Anyways, command center, we need to refloat into the area. We're gonna be having some attacking observer. Is snipe, unfortunate for Bisu, but his ground army is looking very strong. He attacks him with a shuttle. He's gonna land some Zealot. Maybe the other shuttle is gonna fly in. What do we have inside? More Zealot. No high template. Okay, there's some high template. Those are 3 high templates doing some beautiful storm against these tanks. And how many tanks do we have remaining? Still 6-7 tanks remaining. They're gonna get clear out, which is nice for Bisu to clear them out. Zealot need to attack. Tanks need to kind of shell on these Dragoons. And indeed, the Dragoons are melting fast, but so are the tanks. Looks like all of the tanks get destroyed. And this battle ended a little bit better for Bisu than the previous game. He's going to be able to force a cancellation. I guess the lifting of this command center. These tanks are actually not coming out there to expand. And looks like things are going to be looking a bit unfortunate here for Flash. He might lose his command center. He possibly will not. He needs to get it to the red Bisu. And indeed, it goes towards the red, which will buy him sometimes. This shuttle flies back in. What's inside it? He picks up some Zealot and trying to deny Flash's expansion here. So it's gonna be 5 base Bisu versus 3 base Flash for the time being. Flash is behind by about 46-47 supply, and that's a little bit unfortunate. More scan coming up for Flash. He's gonna be able to check what his enemy is up to. Vultures coming out. Yeah, he's not doing any kind of harassments. Flash doesn't like to harass. He likes to just, grow slow and steady with his ground army. This vulture is gonna get on the high ground. High temperature, look what a snipe. Okay, that is the first harassment opportunity we've seen from Flash. The vultures get to this base, but some cannons are here to destroy it. So now Bisu leads with a 60% supply differential. Where is the command center? There it is. It's getting repaired. This base is finally gonna be coming up. Bisu is gonna build a crap tons of gateway. And he needs to kind of secure this high ground to stop the flow of vultures to his new base. Flash is scanning furiously to see what kind of animals are waiting for him in the darkness. And Bisu need to transfer probes now. Hello, Templar Archive being built here. Very, very strange. And Dragoon. Okay, that is carrier once again. So the same build as the previous game. So these two players are playing the same style, and looks like Bisu's got just slightly better eventuality of events compared to the previous game. And he's able to deny this third base for Flash for the longest time possible. So let's see what's going to be coming up next for us here. Looks like we're going to be having just some vultures running around. Flash is going to try to snipe some high templars, but there is a cannon in play. Zealot dropping all over everything. Clear this vulture. Flash is slow to retreat. The vultures is going to get them completely all wiped out by the Dragoon Fire. And that is what we're going to be seeing right now. Upgrades is going to be +2 and +1 for Flash. Let me just make sure I check the tanks. I think the upgrades about the same. Yeah, +2, +1. And for Dragoon, it is going to be maybe 1-1, 2-1 as well. So Bisu is keeping up with the upgrades. So I feel like Flash is like not yet on par, man, with the current S-class players. Another attack happening. Bisu is, well, almost maxed out. This quadruple shuttle is going to be looking dangerous. They fly in and drop everything on these high grounds. Are they dropping something? No, there's nothing inside. What the heck is happening? I don't see any units inside those shuttles. Those are empty shuttles or what? Let me just quickly check the content. The cargo, there are some Zealot, but Bisu is kind of maybe faking it. He's going to destroy an SCV and that's it. He's going to back up. He's going to wait for these tanks to get a little bit forward and he's going to drop more stuff, and High Templars getting ready. Bisu is going to expand here, which is a good idea. He's making some forces from the gateway. He needs to stop this base from going up. He's got so much shuttle and he's going to fly them in right now. He's waiting to pick up more forces. Indeed, he's going to fly in. What does he have inside? He's going to drop some Xenot just to buy time. And then he's going to drop maybe a High Templar in the corner to stop the SCV. That is not a very, very good storm. He could have done a lot more damage, but decided not to. He's got more shuttle. Why doesn't he just fly everything inside? Because there are no tanks. There are no tanks. He's just wasting some precious time. Maybe he's thinking, he thinks, I'm just completely ahead here, so I don't need to, try too hard. Anyways, +3 weapons and +1 armor is on Flash. Yeah, I think Bisu is just taking it easy against Flash, man. I think he's, he knows the game is over the moment he denied Flash's third base. So it's just gonna take it easily, go on a cruise here, vacation, island in the sun, hip, right? And just gonna try to play some, nice and fun Starcraft. Vultures looking to snipe some High Templars, some cannons in the front. Because Bisu is got 2,800 minerals in the bank. He's leading so much. Anyways, High Templar is dropping here, and nice storm against what? Against the gas line. A couple of SCVs getting sniped, which is great. Vulture's gonna try to snipe this pylon, and indeed every single probe will lose their lives. We need to go out there and clear the Vultures. They may have a mine drag. No, there are no mines on those high grounds. These Vultures are trapped. They would not be able to destroy anything. Just a couple of probes, and that's it. Any kind of counter movement, yeah, looks like Flash has had to go out here, and looks like Bisu is not aware of this entire army is, caught in these areas. So this is a golden opportunity for Flash to do some kind of crazy sick damage. You need to secure this high ground. He's building some turret, but yeah, Bisu is gonna return. Some cannons getting created. Where are the carriers? There's 1, 2, 3 carriers for the time being. Do we have a second core? I think there's a second core somewhere, but anyways. Looks like Flash is gonna hold this area. The shadows start to fly over. There are no Goliaths. The problem with Flash's build, I feel, is that he lacks Goliaths in the late game. He has plenty of Goliath in the mid game, but in the late game, in this game, and even in the previous set number 1, he had very few Goliaths until the carriers came out and he started to produce Goliaths. But anyways, this is gonna be double Zealot and High Templar. What is gonna get dropped here? Some Zealot just to buy some time. High Templar casting a storm against the tank to buy time, and then picking up the High Templar to, to save up. Beautiful execution from Bisu. This is what S-class players do, man. I think Flash is not yet returned to his former glory. He is playing kind of suboptimal Starcraft. That is a fake storm, and that was a pathetic storm from Bisu. But anyways, he's gonna attack this left side. Where is he attacking? Zealot getting mauled down by the mine, and more High Templars in the area. Bisu though, this game he's only down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's only on 6 bases. That's his problem. Okay, looks like Bisu's gonna attack on this other side while he tried to hold this area with Zealot and Shadow. Probes getting evacuated. Okay, new command center getting created. So Flash, for some unknown reason, he's picking up another base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases for Flash, and he kills another base from his enemy. Nice storms though, destroying every single goddamn Vultures in the vicinity, and that is a lot of supply loss for Flash. But Bisu need to decide what to do. What is he doing? He's just, buying time. Okay, finally the carrier comes out now. Bisu need to clear some Psi so that he can build more carriers. This base falls down. Excuse me, where are the tanks? And the tanks are sharing this base. The carrier is gonna try to save them. probes will need to, okay, these vultures will need to die so that there's gonna be no more vision against those, you know, nexus and pylons. But anyways, the carrier is gonna kill out every single tank. So Flash, despite all his efforts, is kind of clumsy, I feel. And yeah, now where are the Goliaths? Where are his Goliaths? Is he making Goliaths? Okay, now he makes the Goliaths. Like, he did not scan or something? I don't think this is Flash. A player like Flash, even though he's lost his, you know, his aura, his skills and his touch will not, you know, allow 8 carriers to go unnoticed. That doesn't seem possible. But anyways, this command center will completely burn down. High Templars, what is it? High Templars maybe, you know, just some that are dropping. So this base can get sacked, that is flying, and then in exchange, Bisu would take out 2 bases at once. He need to go and expand here. He cannot expand because there's some minefield. That's a little bit unfortunate. But looks like we're going to be having a slight base trade here. This base has been mined out, but we have a Templar Archive. Losing that Templar Archive will be a slight nuisance, I think. For Bisu, we need to pull his carriers back. One of the carriers is very much damaged. But at the last minute, no, it dies. It dies. Flash takes out these bases. Dragoons on the low ground, but we have some shadow dropping something. No! Force is getting destroyed. What? Like some random tank appearing in the bottom side. And this base falls down. Flash is returning, excuse me, Beast is returning with his carriers. But he's getting kind of clumsy, losing several bases at once because Flash is just more nimble. He's just more nimble, but these tanks, are they going to be able to take out the Nexus? The Nexus die. Oh my god, destroyed it. The last tank is a great idea. But, I don't know. I think maybe Flash can win, but I think it's unlikely. He's able to take out a lot of infrastructure, but these carriers, that's the problem. You need to do something about the carriers. They just continue to grow. The good thing is that the ground army for Bisu is basically non-existent. He's like got 0 army. Okay, making some Dark Templar as a desperate measure. What is going to be the next move here for Flash? He comes up with a huge ground army. He's going to try to assault. He's going to try to take out this base. Yeah, this is one of the few mining bases left for Bisu. And the carriers for Flash, excuse me, for Bisu is like not in the right place, man. He's forced to rebuild a lot of bases. Yeah, and yeah, okay, the Nexus falls. Those probes can get saved for some time. And Flash is going to pull them back here. At least Bisu is still mining from this base. We're going to be having a cannon coming up only to clear the mines. And the mines are already clear, so that's good. Anyways, we're going to be having another assault here. The Nexus can get cancelled. Where the carriers have to come out and observers in position. This Nexus is going to be falling. Bisu can cancel it. He at least will force the cancellation on this command center. So it's a slight base trade. Both the players have forgone to cancel their stuff. 3,500 minerals in the bank for Bisu. 120 supply. Bisu's supply plummeting means that he's having fun, guys. It's not that he's in trouble. I don't think he's in trouble. He's just, you know, trying to enjoy, you know, Starcraft because I think he's still ahead. Even though Flash has got 1, 2, 3, 4 bases, but everything is kind of almost mined out, and carriers can, you know, stay alive for the longest time. Unless raids become a big surprise, but we don't have any kind of raids production at all from Flash. And even if we do, look at how many observers are trailing the carriers. Bisu is maybe just toying with Flash. He's just enjoying. Of course, he's not 100% sure that he will win, but these carriers are allowed to grow, and the interceptor is looking scary. Is already a big problem. +2 plasma shield and +2 armor. Some attack in the middle of the map. Looks like Bisu finally have this base, you know, recuperated. Need to transfer probes there to start to mine. Very nice scan to see this base going up, back up once again. Flash is gonna try to take it out. What is gonna be Bisu's respawn? His carriers are actually not even group up together nicely. Observer sees that the army movement is in the middle of the map. Looks like Bisu 175 supply only. Flash 191. We're gonna be having a huge thrust by Flash against the expansion for Bisu. We're gonna be having some cannons in those area, and huge attack on this other side. This command center is gonna get forced to get lifted or cancelled or something. The carrier is gonna come in. We have a shadow in the group as well. The shadow's got 3 high templars. What is Flash's decision? He's gonna return. These 2 tanks can take out some cannon, which is fine. Okay, at least we have a Zelle or something that comes out. Tank's gonna attack this 3-6 Dragoons. Flash comes in, but Bisu comes in and destroy this base. Okay, this base has been mining for a while, so maybe Flash will not mind losing it. He's gonna, you know, transfer every single SV towards the other base. Dragoons attacking nicely. A slight base trade. What are those? Zealot. Looks like Flash would take out 3 bases at once. He would take out the 4 o'clock position, the 3 o'clock position, the 12 o'clock position, while Bisu is gonna take out some bases of himself. But these carriers numbers are looking very scary, but they're not grouped up nicely. But now they group up nicely. He comes in and he's gonna try to snipe those Goliaths. Nice EMP, but how many Goliaths actually remain? Actually, there's a crap tons of Goliath on the north side. So for, excuse me for, forget what I was mentioning. There's a lot of Goliaths getting ready to tackle Bisu here. But Bisu gets on high ground with several High Templars. They need to get Storm, sniped by the Vultures. But beautiful Storm, clearing out so many Goliaths and some tanks. And Bisu's gonna back up. He still has 1 more High Templar on the high ground here, but he's gonna pull back and wait for the support. Of his carriers here. The game is at the 25th minute mark of the game. 162 supply for Bisu and 150 for Flash. Flash has got a new base, which is great, and Bisu is running out of minerals. He's running out of minerals. Anyways, these tanks has wiped out, and Bisu is gonna remake his Nexus. This Dark Templar will need to go and hide in the corner. These forces actually not group up nicely, man. Alright, Dark Templar comes in and hide here. There's no ways, for them to escape. And Flash is gonna try to take out this base. What are these carriers doing? I think Bisu is just toying. He's just enjoying life. Or maybe, I don't know. But now we're gonna be having an attack here. Bisu is hiding in the corner. And yeah. Okay, fast Vultures coming through, but we have some cannons in position already, but we're going to be having Dark Templar coming out to support. This is going to be a nice battle in the central area of this map. The Science Vessel sees the activities of the Dark Templar. Looks like the Goliaths are focusing their attention on the Interceptor and not the Dark Templar. Flash is moving his army back very clumsily here, losing several Goliaths in the area. He's going to try to snipe some of the carriers. Is it going to be fast enough? One of the carriers is very much damaged and it dies. So trading 1 carrier for like 10 Goliaths was exactly what Flash is doing there. But Bisu, how many bases does he have remaining? Kind of very few bases. And yeah, this base has been completely destroyed together with the Templar Archive. Okay, the Templar Archive has been remade, so maybe it doesn't actually make that much of a difference. These carriers, they have +3 Plasma Shield, +2 plating. Is Bisu gonna upgrade more? He's also running out of gas and minerals, guys. So that is Bisu's problem. We have a Shadow with 2 Dark Templar. Where is he gonna try to go? This base is being completely wiped. He's gonna put a Dark Templar there. Yeah, I think Bisu's just having fun, man. I think Bisu's just having fun. I mean, there were several minutes where Bisu is actually not engaging anything. One of the carriers have got 16 kills. That's ridiculous. Anyways, the Shadow is gonna come out here. Probe's gonna try to go and go towards the new base. But not able to do so. Maybe the Shadow will need to transfer them using the air. Bisu comes in, High Templar storming those Vultures. More Vultures, be careful of the mine. We have a major attack here. 1 Command Center is about to get destroyed. And temporarily, Flash is not mining from anywhere. His SVs are forced to go distance mining. This base that just got created is going to get cancelled. What is going to be Bisu's decision? He's just going to back up and let his carriers recuperate a little bit its shield. Look at this kill rate: 16 kills, 13 kills. That guy's got just 1 kill. That guy's got 1 kill. That guy's got 6 kills, 3 kills. I mean, just very high kill rate for those carriers. Anyways, yeah, this base will be safe, and Bisu will have some slight mineral intake once again, because this base is almost mined out, and Bisu is gonna be kind of strapped a bit here. Flash, of course, has got like not enough money to make a command center. Is he floating? Okay, he's floating one of the command center over, and he's gonna make this command center. But GG from Flash. Bisu wins the second test. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, buy me coffee. The link is in the video. See you soon. Bye bye.